Happy Saturday, guys. It's your boy Stas here. Cheers, by the way. And listen, just because the market is closed today doesn't mean we can't make videos. Doesn't mean that I'm not watching stocks. So listen, we're going to go over 5 stocks I'm watching right now, all of which are pretty beaten up. We're going to go over what I'm looking to do, why I'm watching these stocks, entry, exit points, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, let's just dive into it. Again, cheers. I appreciate you all. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. I post those throughout the week, and I actually just bought a new stock literally yesterday, right? So make sure to go check that out for all the updates. Link down below. Also, it's in the comment section, guys, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. And let's get into it. So we all know at this point, or maybe not all of us, but we know for the most part, right, that yesterday was a really good day for the stock market, right? S&P, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell, all of these went up pretty much over 1%. Yeah, it looks like SPY missed it by a little bit, about 0.82% in the green. But still, man, we had a great green day overall for the stock market yesterday, thanks to, well, the CPI data that came out better than expected, or came in rather better than expected. That was at what? 3% versus the 3.1 expected, and core CPI also came in better, and that's painting the landscape quite nicely for a rate cut next week, right? We're going to get a rate cut next week for the most part, or most likely. And yeah, the market is running with that, right? S&P hit all-time highs yesterday on Friday. We hit 678.47. QQQ hit a nice high, fresh all-time high, 618.42. I'm pretty sure the Dow did as well. 47,300. The Russell probably did. Actually, it didn't, but I mean, look, it hit all-time highs a week ago. So all these are looking very good. And with that, there are stocks out there, believe it or not, that are beaten up, right? And, I'm watching these. I'm always looking up stocks that are beaten up. This is part of what I do here. I'm always eyeing up what stocks are getting hit, why. I'm always watching these charts because, again, it's part of what I do. And I'm a trader, right? Part of what I do is I'm a trader, so I got to find these stocks, to make some money in the short term. But actually, some of these are long-term, for longer-term plays as well. But let's dive into it. Number one is Visa. Visa's got earnings coming up this week, I believe. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the 28th after the bell. So what is that? Tuesday, I think. Yeah, Tuesday after the bell, we have Visa's earnings, and this one's pretty beaten up from 375. We hit that back in June. Now we just hit a higher low at about 335. Now we're starting to break out. Notice how what I just said, we're starting to break out. We're now at 347. We're pushing over these moving averages on the 4-hour chart. And you guys can see we do have a wedge, higher highs, higher lows and lower highs at the same time. But like I said, we're starting to break out. We're peaking out of the wedge here. We're peaking above these moving averages. We have a golden cross as well, which is good. And at this point, guys, if we zoom in a little bit here, what do you see right here on Visa? Ticker symbol V. It's a cup and handle. Do you guys see that? We have the cup, we have the handle right here, and now we're starting to turn back up towards the major resistance, which is at 350 to 352. That spot needs to break on Visa, right? And again, that's where I think the big breakout's coming. At that point, we'd be breaking out of the wedge and the cup and handle would be playing out. So for me, I'm eyeing it up this week with earnings on the schedule, right? And if we take out 352, that's the entry point level for me. Likely above that. But if we're able to take that out on Visa, I'm going to be an excited guy, and that's where I'm looking to add on the momentum. So that's Visa, ticker V. SoundHound AI is another one that we called out weeks ago on one of these episodes, right? Oversold stocks to buy. And man, it was a crazy hit, great call out on my part, not to toot my own horn. And don't get it twisted, guys. Not every call out plays out. I'm not a fortune teller here, but this one played out beautifully. It went from, 16, $17 at the time. Well, well, we didn't cover it at 16.17. We covered it after the pullback. So it came from 16.17 down to about 11, 12, 13. You guys probably remember that. And we called it out. And from that point, it doubled up. No joke. 100% moved pretty much from $11, $12 to $22 a share. And since that point, it's actually cooled off. And this is where we could be getting another opportunity. Hence why it's in this video. So from 22, we cooled off to about 17, $5 pullback, 25%, and we held the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. We're still holding it, by the way. And for me to hop in on this, guys, and buy this stock, right, on the breakout, I want to see it retake preferably around $19 a share, right? 19, 19.30, 19.50, right? Right around this this resistance I just drew out, and right above the 50 SMA. I would love to see Soundhound break out of there, and if it does, that's where the momentum could pick up, maybe into earnings coming up here in November, the 6th of November. That's where we could be making our move towards $22 a share. So I like Soundhound AI. Toast is another one, TOST, which is actually the one that I just bought yesterday. I just bought the stock, guys, initiated a position, and we can see Toast is beaten up, right? Stock hit $52, $51 a share back in when was that? Early August, right? And now we've since seen it cool off to about 35. So we dropped 30%, right? Big drawdown, and it's actually confirming the rebound now. We're noticing higher highs, higher lows have been made these last couple of days. We're breaking back over the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. We have a golden cross, right? And essentially, guys, uptrend is continuing. This looks like a beautiful continuation play to me, and the fundamentals are pretty good behind Toast as well. I actually made a video on them yesterday. It's called, I think it's called I Bought a New Stock, or I Just Bought a New Stock, something like that. We go deeper into Toast in that video, but yeah, I like the charts here, man. You know, it looks great for a trade. Even as an investment, I like it. So I'm in Toast right now, and like I mentioned in that video yesterday, guys, I'm in at about $39 a share, and I mentioned how if this runs somehow drastically before earnings, or not even before, earnings are coming up, let's say in the next month, for example, it runs big time before I'm able to build out a full position, I wouldn't mind locking in a quick profit on this. If it let's say got to 45, 50 bucks, I wouldn't mind locking in that quick profit and then looking for re-entry or just simply moving on to the next stock, right? Because at this point, you know, I did buy an initial position, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to really build it out if it runs away from me, if you guys know what I mean, right? So that's Toast, T-O-S-T. In it. I like it as a trade and as an investment. It's kind of like a hybrid. I don't know if anyone's ever said it or put it like that, but, you know, I'm looking at it like a hybrid play right now. And Rivian's another one I'm watching. And by the way, guys, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe, follow along for more content if you haven't done so already. And check out the Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. We post everything on Patreon, guys. Link down below. Also, it's in the comment section. So Rivian right now, it's looking like a clear inverse head and shoulders. You guys see it. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulders right here. Earnings are coming up, I think, early November. Let's double check that date, the 4th of November. Yep, that's early November, guys. And yeah, it looks like right now we are maintaining the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders. We've held support at about $12, $13 for a good week or two at this point, guys. So I think Rivian, man, is gearing up for a run, potentially before earnings, but even after earnings. I think if their earnings come in hot, like we've seen, I mean, look, sometimes their earnings bomb, sometimes they're really good. So it's like, it could be either or with Rivian, but I'm watching it. Either way, it's a volatile stock, holding this pattern pretty nicely. I'm curious to see, man, if we get this pop really over $13.50 to $14 a share. I think if we start breaking 14, that'd be the confirmation that, okay, this inverse head and shoulders is playing out. We could be going towards $15, at that point, and who knows from there, right? So Rivian, R-I-V-N, I like it here. I'm not in this stock yet. I actually used to own it about a year or two ago, locked in a quick profit. That was actually similar to what I think could happen with Toast. I bought Rivian stock, wasn't really able to build it out to a big position. Not that I really even wanted to, but I didn't really buy as many shares as I wanted to at the time. And then Rivian ripped after I bought it, and then I just sold out of it, right? But yeah, that's Rivian. I don't own it, but hey, maybe I'll buy it if that, chart plays out. And DeFi Technologies, I haven't done an update in a couple of days on DeFi Technologies because, well, it hasn't done much, and it's still very oversold, chilling at $2 a share, 205. I actually bought more this past week at $2.04 a share. So out of these stocks, guys, the only two I own right now are DeFi Technologies and Toast, right? So I bought more DeFi at 204, and it's pretty much holding just under the direct offering price. They did an $100 million direct offering about a month ago. The stock tanked, rightfully so, right? And since that, initial dump, we've been holding that level steadily, 205, $2.10, right? So I like that. I like the way that it's holding there, but I'm not naive to the fact that this is a descending triangle. This could go to $1.80, $1.75, $1.90 for all we know, and it's dipped its toes in the high $90s. It didn't really hold much in there, but hey, it could go a little lower. And guess what? I'll be buying more. My average cost right now is like $220 on DeFi Technologies, so I'm only down a little bit, like I think 8 to 9 to 10% in that ballpark, which for a small cap stock, guys, it's nothing. If you're down like 10%, that's nothing. Because look, if this plays out, I'm looking at a multi-bagger. That's why I'm buying DeFi Technology. So I'm cool with being down 10, 15, 20%, 25% even if it got there, because of where it could be going in the next year, 2-3 years, which of course is not guaranteed. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. Those are 5 stocks I'm looking at. I own 2 of them, but all of these are worth watching for this upcoming week. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Again, check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, my chart ideas throughout the week, the Discord, all of that is on Patreon. Link down below in the comment section, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.